Well, good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Tom Schlueter with today's Tom's Take. My message this morning is going to be a little bit shorter. I have some appointments that I have to go to this morning, and so I usually try to get this message out prior to even leaving the house, but I'm going to have to get going a little bit faster this morning. But I don't want you to think that just because it may be a little bit shorter that it's not one of the most impactful things that we need to consider in this hour. As I was doing just my morning devotions this morning, reading the scriptures and spending some time with the Lord, this thought just kept on coming back into my heart. Why is it so difficult to make the right choice? Why is it so difficult to make the right choice? Especially when the options are so clear and precise. Now, I realize there's a lot of decisions that we make in our lives that aren't simple because they entail a lot of extracurricular information that we have to gather. It might be something work regarded. It might be a project that we have to do. It might be a relational issue that we need to resolve. It could be all sorts of things. But when it comes down to the rubber hitting the road, why is it so difficult for us to make the easy decision? Well, what am I talking about? Well, let me go to Deuteronomy chapter 30, and let me read the final verses of this chapter. I'm going to read it in the Message Bible. This commandment that I'm commanding you today isn't too much for you. It's not out of your reach. It's not on a high mountain. You don't have to get mountaineers to climb the peak to bring it down to your level and explain it before you live it. And it's not across the ocean. You don't have to send sailors out to get it, bring it back, and then explain it before you can live it. No. The word is right here and now, as near as the tongue in your mouth, as near as the heart in your chest. Just do it. Look at what I've done for you today. I've placed in front of you life and good, death and evil. And I command you today, love God, your God, walk in his ways, keep his commandments, regulations, and rules, so that you will live, really live exuberantly, blessed by God, your God, in the land you are about to enter and possess. But I warn you, if you have a change of heart, refuse to listen obediently, and willfully go off to serve and worship other gods, you will most certainly die. You won't last long in the land that you're crossing the Jordan to enter and possess. I call heaven and earth to witness against you today. I place before you life and death, blessing and curse. Choose life so that you and your children will live. And love God, your God, listening obediently to him, firmly embracing him. Oh yes, he is life itself, a long life settled on the soil that God, your God, promised to give to your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Lord is making it very clear to the Israelites through the words of Moses as they begin the process of crossing over the Jordan River to go into the land that God had promised them, all the way back to Abraham, and then to Isaac, and then to Jacob, whose name changed to Israel. And now it's time for them to cross over. But the Lord is making it extremely clear that there is a choice that has to be made on a continual basis, a firm choice, an easy choice, a choice that is not really hard. You don't have to get a mountaineer again to climb the mountain and bring it down to you, this understanding, or you don't have to go across the ocean to try to get somebody to bring it back to you. It's right here. It's in your mouth. It's in your heart. It's right here. What is the choice? It's life or death, good or evil, blessing or curses. Now, I started by saying you would think that it would be very easy for us to make a choice between these. Who really wants death? Who wants to live a cursed life? Who wants to be defined as evil? Well, obviously a lot of people. But the choice is always ours. To pursue God, our God, Yahweh, through His Son Jesus Christ, and choose the life and the blessing and the goodness that He brings forth. We're living in a world right now where it seems that people can't make this simple choice. They want to make it difficult, and believe me, let me go quickly here. The choice is not between whether I agree with a president or not, or a Congress or not. It's about who I believe in, who I trust with my life. I don't trust political systems. I don't trust religious systems. I don't trust the wisdom of man or the counsel of fools. My heart is tuned in to my Lord and my God. And when that happens, then the choice is rather easy. Because you can choose to follow Him, listen to Him, pursue Him, be obedient to Him, serve Him, worship Him, and therefore receive life and goodness and blessing. Or you can choose the other side. The choice really isn't that difficult. You can read the times, as they say, when people seem to be choosing terror, foolishness, the killing of babies, the misunderstandings of what is right and wrong, what is the difference between a male and a female, not by what they look like on the outside, but by their very DNA structure. Hello. And when we start choosing things that go contrary to what we know is the truth of God and the truth of who He is and the truth of how He has defined us, how He created us, and how He has a destiny for us, again, the choice really shouldn't be that difficult. So let me finish again by just simply saying, kind of out of the old movie, choose wisely. Choose wisely. Choose life. Choose blessing. Choose goodness. Choose God. Choose Him as your Lord, as your King. Choose Jesus. And allow Him to completely and radically change you from the inside out into a vessel that reveals His glory. We pray that not only for us individually, but for all of culture, for our nation, and for the nations of the earth. Choose wisely. Blessings to all of you today. I'll be back with you again tomorrow.